All right, welcome to my channel. I'm in a little bit of a pickle because I don't know exactly how to talk about Gone with the Wind. Obviously, this is why you're here. You saw the thumbnail, and well, he's going to talk about this. So I don't really think I am, and the reason why is because this book is a hot potato. This movie is a hot potato. Uh, so maybe I'll just talk about how I came across the movie first, okay, before I talk about the book. So obviously, the book came out in 1936. It won the Pulitzer Prize. And then the movie came out in 1939. And the movie won 10 Academy Awards, including Picture of the Year. It stars Vivian Leigh, and Clark Gable as Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler. And essentially, it's a love triangle story. You have Scarlett is pining for Ashley Wilkes, and Ashley, Ashley, she's after him, and Rhett's after Scarlett. Scarlett's after Ashley, and she's manipulative and conniving and self-serving and narcissistic. She's a very tenacious woman. And this is all set during the American Civil War and the Reconstruction era after the Civil War in the South. Okay, so this movie was banned, or, well, not really banned, but taken off of HBO Max. And there was a big public discourse about depictions of, I don't know, glorification of the antebellum South, I guess, is what this was accused of, and racist depictions and stereotypes. So this was removed from HBO, and a historical context label was put there. And I guess the reason why I finally got around to watching this was because I wanted to know why it was being banned. And I watched the movie, and I didn't really understand why this movie is so beloved. I was kind of shocked by it. I thought, boy, that Scarlett O'Hara is a pretty horrible person. Why do people like this? But there was something about the film that, I don't know, I watched it again. I've watched it again. So I've watched this movie 3 times, and each time I watched it, I liked it more than I did before. Now, the movie, I will say, is really condensed. This is a 4-hour film. This book is over 1,000 pages in paperback. So if you think about Lord of the Rings, if you were to try to condense Lord of the Rings down into a 4-hour movie, I don't think it would work. The fact that the movie works as surprisingly well as it does as an adaptation of the book, there's just a lot missing, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Imagine if you took all of Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings and condensed it into one 4-hour movie. Each one of those movies runs 3 hours plus in its theatrical cut. That's what you're talking about doing with Gone with the Wind. So my suggestion maybe is to watch the movie first. And if you like the movie, then read the book. Because it's a lot. If you want to go more in depth. Now, I'm not going to go into a big talk about this, about its depictions and everything else, and give you a history lesson on the Civil War and whatnot, because this is a lightning rod, okay? And I just don't feel like talking about this stuff. I'll give you a reason why, and it's based upon the book that I covered last year. This review's no longer up. I read and reviewed The Guns of the South by Harry Turtledove, and I got ratioed on this with a whole bunch of thumbs down. And I don't think that I said anything incredibly controversial in my review for this, but this book just got so much blowback, my review for it, that I just said, this isn't worth it, and I removed it. And I'm afraid the same thing will happen here, because there's just no way to talk about it. Unfortunately, we've gotten to the place in our society where we just divide ourselves up into, left and right, and I'm right, you're wrong, positions and nobody talks to each other anymore. So that my review for this, it just wasn't worth it. It was a headache. I got tired of getting comments from it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to make this review go away. So the review's gone. I like this book, and maybe the fact that I like Guns of the South, that's enough to make people assume things about me. I think it's probably the same with this. I think this is a great book. You know, even with the stuff in it that I don't agree with, the stuff in it that I think is terrible. You know, there are characters in this novel that are members of the Ku Klux Klan. That's in here. This book uses racially charged language. Okay? And so for me to say I enjoyed the book, automatically people are going to assume certain things about me, true or untrue. I mean, you're just going to. The movie is a little bit more tame than the novel. It tones some things down. Okay? I don't think the word Ku Klux Klan is ever used in the film. But it's in the novel. So if you want a sanitized version of the book, then just watch the movie. I don't know what to say about it. Okay, people today, they want to ban Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. In fact, I'm going to read and review those too. I read them when I was a kid, but I think that they're kind of like on the banned books list in a lot of schools now. So I guess that's it. That concludes this review that's not really a review. It's more of a conversation about why I'm not reviewing this book and why I removed the review for this book. Can't talk about things anymore. It makes everybody angry. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.